welcome to episode 18, the penultimate episode of this series of the Burnley Career Mode. This is the second to last of the series before we start our Mark II version. And it's the final match of the season. Full match coverage now as we take on West Ham, as Burnley look to end the season off in terrific style here at Turf Moor. We go into it lying fair. We could still considerably finish second. We're 7 points behind Chelsea. There's no chance of catching them. There's only 3 points to play for now. We're guaranteed to finish as low as third, but as high as second. So it's a straight shootout between us and Manchester United for second and third place. But having said that, we've done really well, considering we were struggling at the start of the season. West Brom already relegated, so too are Swansea. They've just about gone. And battling at in the Championship, Newcastle are up, and so are Sheffield Wednesday. Brighton, Aston Villa and Norwich and Fulham fight it out in those playoffs as well. And Preston and Blackburn, our two closest rivals usually in that league, finished in the mid-table. Charlton are up, so too are Sheffield United, Bolton, Brentford, MK Dons and Southend battling down in the playoffs. Millwall miss out. Fleetwood finished 12th. Bury, Swindon, Oldham, Rochdale, Shrewsbury and Wimbledon were all unfortunately relegated. And in League 2, top 3 go up. Leyton Orient, Doncaster, Cambridge, Notts County, Blackpool and Mansfield all have to battle it out in the playoffs. But it's to Turf Moor we go for the final match of the season. As I say, we're at Turf Moor for this one. We play West Ham. It's a dress rehearsal for next week's FA Cup final, which is the last episode of this series. So let's get straight to Turf Moor as we end the league season with a party at Turf Moor. Well, here we are at Turf Moor, final game of the season, and what an occasion this promises to be. Burnley can fit Manchester United to second place if United don't get a better result than Burnley here today. So this is a real possibility now of a real humdinger. Let's just hope that Burnley can get the 3 points. They're picking the same 11 as usual. The same 11 that beat Bournemouth very convincingly, although there is one change. Ben Mee comes in for the suspended Ryan Shawcross. Apart from that, it is the same 11. West Ham, who can't really do much else in the league, only except pride. Simon Relish knows that. But he will try to go there with the intentions of winning in himself. No doubt about that. Zaza up front. Lanzini will prove a threat as well. Could be a very good game here. Collins and Reed at the back. Should be a cracking atmosphere here. And the referee, as you just saw there, is Bobby Bradley, and it's Burnley in the claret and blue to get us away. West Ham in the white shirts with the pale blue shorts. Here's Trippier. This should be a humdinger of a match, played in the right spirit. This is Robertson. Remember, this is a dress rehearsal for the FA Cup final coming up next week, as Will Hughes tries the first shot in the game, and he pulls the shot narrowly wide of target. But again, good breakout from Burnley, good effort coming in there, and just wide of the target from Will Hughes, who's been a sensational signing since coming from Derby County, along with his colleague Jeff Henrick, of course. So, marvellous occasion for this game. And should be a good one, this, one must admit. And another shot just going wide again from Will Hughes. Well, they're having chances here, and Will Hughes with another superb right-footed shot that's just gone over into the West Ham fans behind that goal. And Burnley starting off with a real purpose here. Long kick this time. Dimitri Payet and Andre Gray are the two men, and you can see that caption and the men to watch. Both terrific players in their own right. Andre Gray, 23 goals this season. He's had a remarkable season in his first year in the top flight. When you think about it, as Zaza tries the shot, he'll come here for Norvell, but he's come out. And here's a chance for Montero to break away, up towards Balotelli. Now Gray has it. Balotelli trying to make a good run for him, but here's Montero. He's gone out to the far side this time. Montero with a dangerous looking cross, but again good defence there from West Ham United. Really built pretty well from that back four. And here's Norvell, good run in here. He's got Zaza up ahead and Payet on this side. Payet does well, he's got a bit of an overlapping run here. It's Mascarou. Payet again. Mascarou again. Good overlapping run here by the West Ham left back, and he'll yield the corner. Into the 20th minute here of the last game of the season. He's had a terrific season. They form a West Ham man, Mikel Antonio. And it's a corner to Burnley. Oh, to West Ham rather. Payet with it. Comes out as far as Zaza. The goalkeeper holds on. Good goalkeeping there from Heaton. Had to get down and smother the ball. And Burnley now on the counter with Gray. 23 minutes gone. Here's Balotelli. Oh, couldn't get it out from under his feet, and the West Ham defence got back in time to pinch the ball away from him. Now Norvell for West Ham. Halfway through the first half, it's gone quite quickly this game, I have to say. Here's Kouati. Manzini got the goal at the London Stadium the last time these two sides met. Burnley winning that game 2-1, of course. That's a good ball in there towards Zaza, and the header just goes wide of the far post from the Italian. There you are, don't need reminding, our next final video of the series, the FA Cup final, next week, 6 weeks from now, or 6 days I should say from now, and it's the same two teams involved, but I think there'll be a lot more on it in this game. Just 3 points, both teams know that their fate has been settled, although Burnley could finish second with a win and Manchester United drop points elsewhere. That's a lovely ball, Balotelli, oh what a volley! What a brilliant volley. Well, words can't describe it. And the form that Balotelli has shown has been magnificent. That is a magnificent volley from Balotelli. And what a way to bring up your 10th goal of the season. Magnificent. 1-0 to Burnley, and that's taken, I would say, a good 35 minutes. 34 minutes it's been timed at. But we're into the 35th minute of the game now. Well, the way that came about was a lovely cross from the right, and Balotelli just took aim and took fire. Here's Montero. Could be 2 in as many minutes. Balotelli. It comes to Gray. Gray with a shot. Oh, it almost was 2 in as many minutes. 2 in 4 minutes, in fact. Well, Andre Gray again making the run and getting his shot in, and oh, just missing that far post, and it wasn't by much, I can tell you that now. Well, Burnley 1 up and looking very good for the lead. But here's Lanzini from Norvell's blue ball, and he gets it back again. Lanzini. Well, that was a relatively scuffed shot that goes wide. 4 minutes in the first half to go. West Ham haven't really offered much as far as the attacking forces been concerned. Here's Antonio. Oh, that's a nice display. Oh, that's brilliant defence, splitting pass of the highest order. And what a magnificent goal again from Balotelli. That was a goal of pure genius. Look how he gets it onto that right foot. Bang! As soon as it leaves his left foot, Adrian hasn't got a hope. Right in the top corner. 2-0. And Burnley here, leading in the dress rehearsal. That's his 11th for the season. right on the stroke of half time. Terrific finish. And West Ham, who haven't really turned up at all, maybe they have their minds on the second match with Burnley next week, the main event with Burnley next week at Wembley, but well, Village will not accept this performance. As Bengouli now tries to make something of it, it might come for Zaza, but it will come for Bengouli once again. He'll try a shot I would have fancied. No, challenge there by Keane. It was a good one and a fair one. And Bobby Bradley, the referee, brings a first half to a close. And I think Burnley are just about on top in this game. 2 goals from Balotelli, that's been the difference. 2 top quality finishes, both of pure genius. And Burnley lead 2-0 at the break here in the final game. Welcome back to the second half, as Henrik, Rashford and Melly come on to replace Defoe, Hughes and Balotelli, who scored 2 goals, so he won't get his hat-trick. All 3 being rested for obviously the FA Cup final in 6 days' time. Our final video, of course. So this is the penultimate episode of this Burnley career mode of FIFA 17. We will do another one, another career mode after these last 2 videos have been put out. Plus we'll do a best goals compilation as well to follow. But at the moment, Burnley 2 up, and 2 magnificent goals from Balotelli are the difference in the moment. As Norvelt goes on the run, chips the ball across towards Lanzini. Zaza's there, and it's there. It's 2-1. West Ham right back in it. Simone Zaza, the Italian international, has just sent 2,500 West Ham supporters into delirium with hope. They might just get back into this now. Heaton didn't get there. Ben Mee will be disappointed he didn't mark Zaza tightly enough. But having said all that, he still had to finish it, the Italian, and he did. West Ham back in business. It's his 6th goal of the season. 5 minutes into the second half, and Burnley looks so comfortable. 2 goals clear. I've now been pegged back to 2-1. And here's Gray, looking to respond straight away. But here come West Ham with Norvelt. West Ham incidentally didn't make any half-time substitutions. Obviously Burnley made the 3. And here come West Ham now trying to respond again. Little chip in there towards Lanzini. And still a chance here. Lanzini! Oh, what a mistake. Well, that could have been well, it was a mistake on the heart of the Burnley defence, and Lanzini didn't realise how good a chance this really was. Struck it well, but he struck it with too much venom, and it shaved the crossbar. And Zaza and Fresculi will come on to be replaced by Defrasecco and Andre Ayew, respectively. Simone Zaza obviously being rested, maybe for Wembley in 6 days' time. It's the last thing that both John Stutzy and Slaven Bilic want are injury problems or suspensions going into the final next week. Here's Antonio. He's got away from one man. He's got away from a couple of others. It's Antonio for 3-1. Oh, and almost did it against his own club. What a lovely run. Almost like a slalom skier going in and out of gates. And then he struck the shot, and he just didn't have enough conviction. He just sliced it, I think, and that's what I think did for it in the end. But what a lovely run in the first place. Really was terrific. Really was terrific to watch. Masalenko, Norvelt, Jordan Ayew, first touch of the ball since he's coming on. Chiati, Norvelt, he's had plenty to say for himself. Here's Sacco, and the run there being made by Chiati. Sacco, still Sacco. Here's Karsdorp, and good save there. Karsdorp denied there by Tom Heaton there. That was a good save with his leg, but it's still not away yet. Here's Lanzini, still a chance, and it's Karsdorp again. Oh, and that's another fantastic save from the same player by the same goalkeeper. Marvellous save, and it looked as if Karsdorp had got in there to score another one, but he hadn't reckoned on the goalkeeper, Tom Heaton. Magnificent. Marvellous piece of goalkeeping. And it's a corner only to West Ham United. Dimitri Payet to take. Headed this time only as far as Collins. Collins does well. Finds Norvelt. Payet's in there. And away by Robertson. To Montero. Stopped over by Chiati. 20 minutes to play. Here's Norvelt. Norvelt with a shot. Deflected. It's over the top for a corner. Almost went into the West Ham fans in the David Fish weekend for a corner. which is going to be taken here by Dimitri Payet. And plenty forward in white shirts, the change shirts, and Heaton in black gets it away. Up to Rashford. Hasn't got much support, Rashford, and he's lost it. And it's Reed. Chipped in there. Lanzini. Still a chance. Ayew. Tracked by two Burnley defenders. Have to dig out the cross. He does so. Knocked away by Michael Keane. It will be a throw. And it's West Ham now in the last quarter of an hour really answering the question, asking the questions here. Putting strain on this Burnley defence. It's been a game of two halves, if I coin the classic phrase. But now here's a chance here for Gray. Coming up towards 78 minutes gone. And here's Mallet. Can Mallet now lay it in? He's got Henrik and Gray to his left. That's towards Henrik. Header won by Collins. Mallet again. Gray will he turn? Blocked by Collins and it will drop. It will drop now for Burnley. But here's Montero. Here's Chiate. Will be a little dummy, but Chiati gets the ball back. It was a bit strong, that ball, I have to say. Here's a chance for Lanzini, and that's going to run down. And a little bit of relief for Burnley with 8 minutes of this second half to play. Here's Mallet. Nice intelligent ball into the path of Henrik, but he's lost it. And Chiati's on his way again. Burnley now looking to try and hold on in there with 6 to play. Here's Henrik. And it goes to Mallet. He's got... well, he had Antonio to his right, but he went down the centre to Andre Gray, and in the end the attack broke down. Here's Lanzini, little chip forward towards Ayew. Oh, lovely touch round the corner, and just well find Defrasacco, and here's Robertson to Keane. Cut out by Payet, and still Burnley aren't finished yet. That ball with Payet towards Sacco, and it's wide, thankfully from a Burnley point of view. Oof. I'll tell you what, let's give West Ham a bit of credit here. They've really lost it second half, given the Clarets absolutely nothing. They've had they've had plenty of chances, the Hammers. Burnley have just had that one chance, that big chance for Antonio where he made the run himself. We've got practically now just seconds to play, and that's a foul by Mallet. Professional foul because the West Ham player was making a run forward. He could have been on to something there, and he had to bring him down, Mallet. There was no doubt about it. It's a definite yellow card. I think Bobby Madley's got that one spot on. But just see that again. It's Lanzini he takes out, and he had no other choice in his mind. John Stutzy with his head in his hands, but it's a one last opportunity now for West Ham. Can they force an equaliser? Will Burnley just hold firm? They've needed 2 remarkable pieces of goalkeeping from Tom Heaton. Chance here for Ayew, but he can't get it out for his feet, and Montero just blasts it away up towards Rashford as Bobby Madley brings not just the game but the league season to a close. And what a game it's been. 2 goals from Balotelli on 34 and 44 minutes brought Burnley 2 goals clear at half time. 2 terrific goals. Then Salazar 5 minutes into the second half brought West Ham in it. West Ham had 2 further chances, but Tom Heaton made 2 remarkable pieces of goalkeeping, and Burnley end the season on a real high. Final score here on the final day here at Turf Moor, going into the cup final. Burnley 2, West Ham 1. So there we are, final league table. Burnley in fact finished third. Let's give you the league table. Chelsea were champions by 5 points, then came United, point behind us, behind them came us, so we couldn't topple United. Arsenal completed the top 4, then came Spurs in 5th, Palace good 6th place, they had a good season. League Cup finalists as well, losing to us. Stoke 7th, Man City and Liverpool 8th and 9th. Disappointing seasons by their standards. The former champions Leicester in 10th. Then came Watford, Everton, a real disappointing season for them, 12th. Sunderland 13th, not a bad season for them. Southampton a little bit off the pace, 14th. Then came Bournemouth, West Ham and Middlesbrough. And the bottom 3, sadly, Hull, Swansea and West Brom all going down. And Hull will be more disappointed because they've just lost out to the northern rivals by 3 points. More or less near neighbours, them and Middlesbrough, if you look at it objectively. So we got £113,359,995 for our prize money from the Premier League. That was for finishing third. Obviously, you don't get all of the £113.3 million for that. But it was a good season. A season where we sort of matched every expectation going, I suppose. We did really well. Gray finished up top scorer with 22 goals. Then came Pyatt with 16, Ozil with 15. Balotelli was the next from Burnley. He got, how many did he get now? He got 11, I think. Rashford got 11 as well. So there was plenty to look at there. So 3 of our main strikers got in there. Antonio was the biggest provider of assists. He got 13. Then next from Burnley came Rashford with 8. Defoe with 6 as well. So plenty there. Eaton kept 11 clean sheets, although Mandanda kept more. Yellow cards, not many really. Stephen Defoe picked up 5, I think. But apart from that, I don't think there was any other Burnley player who picked up any significant yellow cards. Red, there was just a 1 red card shown to a Burnley player this season. That was Ryan Shawcross at Bournemouth. So plenty of. So that's the statistics. But now it's the end of the penultimate game of the ultimate episode of the FIFA 17 career mode. Join us for the final episode of this particular career mode. Obviously, for obvious reasons, we can't divulge in. You know that it's going to be the very last episode of the Mark 1 before we start Mark 2. But it's the FA Cup final. Same 2 teams, Clarets and West Ham involved. Join us for the final episode if you can. Until next time, for me, JB Johnston Todd, as I said, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, Twitter address at the end. But for me, JB, take care, and I'll see you for the FA Cup final. Ta-ra now.